Hello, I'm Andrew, aka Quassi from Quassi's Bell Tower, and this is another episode of Point Rock Review. So our first beer tonight is called Original Sin Black Widow Cider. It's got a nice little Black Widow spider on it. It's quite cool looking. It is coming at us at 6% alcohol by volume. Blackberries and freshly pressed New York apples. Let's see, the last cider you'll ever love. We'll see about that. Ingredients: fresh pressed New York apples, blackberries, champagne yeast, and sulfates to protect flavor. It's gluten-free, everybody. So this is a beer brought to us from New York, Lafayette, New York, under authority of the Original Sin Corporation, New York, New York. So we're going to try this bad boy out. Let's see, a little story here. Established in 1996, Original Sin is one of the initial modern-day USA cider companies. From day one, the objective has been to produce dry, traditional ciders. Oh, this is dry. Our ciders are made with freshly pressed New York apples, fermented with champagne yeast. So that's all that's on this can. So let's open this bad boy open and see what it tastes like. Ooh, it even looks like blackberry juice, sort of. Now the can of this is quite interesting. It's quite cool. So we'll see where it goes. Let's see if it tastes as good as it looks. Yeah, that's blackberries, and I've said in previous videos before, I'm not a berry fan, but it won't stop me from at least trying something to see if I like it or not. And sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. So we're going to find out if I like this. So it smells like blackberries. It doesn't smell like cider. Here we go. And there it is. The taste of blackberries that I do not like. I do not like that sour taste of I said blueberries, but I meant blackberries. Blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, cranberries, orange berries, dingleberries, you know, whatever. Even snozberries. I don't like the sour taste. And that's what I'm getting from this, is a sour taste. The cider's there. It's quite dry, just like they said. The blackberry's taking over. And I'm not caring for this, honestly. Some people may like this. I think this is really good. I'm not a fan of it. It's got that sour, non-sweet blackberry taste. Like I said, it's made with champagne yeast, so that right there is going to make the cider dry, make the blackberry even more sour. Not my cup of tea, I'll tell you that. So our next beer for tonight is Down East Pumpkin Blend, the Unfiltered Craft Cider. Let's see what it says. I think this might be a Halloween beer, which might be a little old. An unfiltered blend of apples, pumpkin, and a delicious chai spices. If fall were a drink, it would be this. This is funny. I gotta read this upside down. you know it's upside down. Why? Because it's the best way to drink our unfiltered cider is to shake it up first. And by turning this can over to read this, you're already halfway there. Give it a shake, wait 10 seconds and enjoy. I don't know about a shake. But anyways, I'm curious now. This, can't quite read everything. It looks like Best By 2/11/19, and it is 4/19. So I'm 2 months behind. Still gonna drink it, and then it says, "Where's Little John?" which is hilarious. That says that at the bottom of the can. So here we go. I'm not gonna really shake it. I just turn her upside down a couple times. I'll pour this bad boy in about halfway in. Give it a little bit of shake there, and then pour the rest in. Okay, I can definitely tell this beer has been sitting there for a while because I have a load of sediments floating in this bad boy, and they're falling to the bottom. So this beer has definitely sat too long. Am I going to drink it? Yes. Am I going to drink it all the way to the bottom? I don't know. Depends how good it is. So, I'll just have to deal with the sediments in it. But that's what you get for having a beer that's past its sell-by date. It smells like a pumpkin beer. It actually smells pretty good, surprisingly. And it's got the cider smell to it, but the pumpkin's definitely over it. So here we go. Oh, before I drink this, actually, the name of this company, fermented and canned by Down East Cider House. So yeah, I said that in there and didn't even realize it. So that's it. Where are they from? They are from Boston. So here we go. I'm gonna give this a try. Hopefully it doesn't make me sick. Doesn't taste bad. It doesn't really taste expired, I'd say. Even though the sediments right there are telling me it's past its time. But honestly, that is a very good mix of pumpkin and cider and a little bit of that, what do they say? It was chai. Yeah, chai spices. It's actually really good. And being unfiltered, you know, usually when you get an unfiltered beer, you're never quite sure how it's going to be, and that's probably why we got all those sediments in it. It's because it's unfiltered. I'm hoping this comes around next fall, because I would like to try a fresh one to see if it's any better than this, or if it tastes exactly the same. But this is pretty good. Surprisingly, I think I'll probably drink this. I don't care about the sediments at all in it. This is a very good blend of pumpkin and cider. And as you guys may or may not know, that I actually make my own hard cider, I make my own ginger beer, and I make my own mead. And right now I've got some cider going and everything else. I wouldn't try it now, but maybe when the fall comes around, I might do a hard cider and then put some like pumpkin spice and a couple other things in it, and see how it comes out. Maybe I'll actually take some real pumpkin, blend that all up and put it in there and give that a try. But for now, this is not a bad beer. You can definitely taste the chai spice in it. And there is something kind of weird about it. I almost want to say maybe because it's been sitting too long, way past its expiration. It's almost got like a, I want to say, it's probably because of all the different beers I've had tonight and videos I've been recording. It's almost got like a, I want to say, a vinegar taste to it. So that could be because it's past its time. But it might just be a mix of the cider, the pumpkin, and the chai spice. So The worst that could happen tonight is I get sick. Hopefully that doesn't happen. I don't really want to say anything bad about this beer because it being 2 months past its best time, but I really don't think that's going to really make much of a difference. But overall, it's pretty good. Like I said, it almost has that like vinegar taste to it, but that's just probably the mix of the pumpkin, the cider, and the chai in it. So, like I said, I really would like to try a fresh one of these and really give it a better rating or a better review. So, somewhere in the future, you might see me review this beer all over again. It's not that bad. And honestly, I think it's the chai I'm tasting that gives it almost that vinegar taste in a way. So this one is going to be a hard one to give a review to. So it's almost going to be kind of like up in the air, I think. So my first review for tonight is the Original Sin Black Widow Cider. This one was made with blackberries and freshly pressed New York apples. Now, this was also made with champagne yeast. So this came out a little dry. It even says it was supposed to be dry. And the blackberries in it, were really bitter too. It was really sour. Not my cup of tea, honestly. And I was hoping it would be better than that. I guess I should have read it a little bit more before I purchased it, but the can looked really cool. I knew it was blackberry, and I knew it was, you know, a cider. But honestly, I didn't really care for this. And I'm gonna have to give this one a 2.5. It's interesting for being a mix of blackberry and cider and the champagne yeast, but it just didn't make the bar for me. I don't know, it's just not my cup of tea. So our next review is the Pumpkin Blend Down East Unfiltered cider. Pumpkin cider that we have here. And it wasn't bad. Of course, I thought it was funny that you had to tip the can upside down and it actually said, "Where's Little John?" and stuff like that. This beer is about 2 months old, past its best time. So does it mean it's any good or, you know, that it's gone bad? Not really. But I really wish it was fresh. So I'm definitely going to buy this again if it comes out next fall and try it, because it's really hard for me to give this a rating. You can taste the chai in it, you can taste the cider, you can taste the pumpkin. It almost has like a vinegar taste to it, and I'm thinking maybe it's just because it's the sediments, everything is kind of separated. It's unfiltered, so you're probably going to have sediments anyways. Honestly, I want to just not give this a rating because of it being past its expiration date or its sell-by date or whatever you want to call it, even though it's probably still good to drink. And the rating I'm going to give this one is, I'm going to give this one a 2.52. I'm hoping next fall when this comes out, I can do another review on this beer and see if my opinion changes. So that's 2 ciders, 2 reviews, and 2 more reasons for you to squish that Black Widow and make sure you click that Down East Pumpkin Spice button. Till next time, guys. Hello, I'm Andrew, aka Quassi, and this is Point Rock Review. So our first beer for tonight is Original... Hey, battery dying, good thing. So our next review is the Pumpkin... Any of you local viewers that watch our channel, go check out Anacostia and check out their huge selection of beers. If you want something different than the norm, I would go there. So if you're ever in Rome, New York, go check out Anacostia. And tell them Point Rock Review sent you.